Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to module one of Aligned and Abundant. First of all, Happy New Year. I am really excited to be here with you. If you are joining live, let me know that you can hear me. I have my earbuds in and I got my new upgraded wardrobe here. I got my earrings from Loft. This is from White House Black Market, and I got this shiny new. Yes, hello, Sujin. Got the shiny new sweater and I am ready for you. So, Sujin, can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up, give me some love, let me know. I cannot wait to dive into this content. For those of you who are brand new to my world, I know a lot of you have kind of dropped in and I've seen you kind of on LinkedIn or different places. And so I want to just first of all start off with introducing myself. So I am Christina Fontana, aka the Pharmacist Coach, and I help you healers, coaches, business owners to realign the energy to show up and shine in your brilliance so you can skyrocket your confidence, clients, and cash flow. So if you're here for that, get ready. I love the topic for today. So we're going to be going through 4 different qualities of energy that have to do with being all in on your business. And I'm going to share a story that I actually shared in the Telegram, which Telegram was not my friend, as you know. That's why we're here in the group. I cannot see comments, so hopefully, yes. Hi, Marlene. Yes, perfect. I see you here. I can see the comments. If you can hear me, just give me a thumbs up or let me know. So, yeah, I was introducing myself and just sharing a little bit more about the work that I do in the world. I have a lot of different hats that I wear, but my zone of genius is truly about helping you to realign the energy and the strategy perfect in your business. And we're going to talk about where some of those misaligned pieces come in each day of this 4-day Aligned and Abundant program. And the way that this was downloaded through to me was so brilliant. Like, guys, I can't make this up. It's not Chat GPT, it's not AI. God just drops in these teachings. And so that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you to connect with yourself, to show up and shine as you, so that you are magnetic, that you call in the soul clients that are ready to work with you, the aligned opportunities, so that we create this beautiful vortex. That's on day 4. We're going to talk about momentum. That I realized, when you're all in on your business and you have these 4 qualities, so it's focus, speed, power, momentum, and you have that in alignment, it unlocks abundance for you on all levels of your business. So that is what we're talking about. So if you're excited, let me know in the comments here. So I have my notes here so that I don't miss anything. So if I'm looking over here, that is why. So Lindsay's at daycare, Penny's at daycare, no barking dog. It's going to be nice and quiet back here. So I want you to think about some time in your life. Yay, Marlene, I love your, yes, Tara. Yay, ready. I love the enthusiasm already. This is how we get the energy going, right? So you guys are already on the right path. So I want you to think back to a time in your business or in your life. I want you to draw on some example where something just felt easy to you, where it felt like, yes, this is aligned and it's exciting and the result just flowed to you. So maybe, like, as an example, for me, it was this book, right? The Expanding Your Brilliance book. I put the application out there. It was easy. I've had so many people apply. It was in alignment with my soul, right? Because God dropped that in. I want to write a book about moms in business. Boom, right? It just felt so easy. There was this momentum, there was this vortex of energy that honestly really didn't have to do much, right? And I want you to, yes, Christine's here too. Oh, this is so great. Yes, I love it. Okay, we're kicking off this new year, 2025, with some real momentum. So I want to hear from you in the comments. When did something feel easy to you in your life, in your business? Like, I can remember Eric and my first date, easy breezy. We were at this coffee shop for 5 hours. My mom's texting me like, "Are you mad at me? I haven't heard from you in a while." I'm like, "No, I'm just on a really good date right now." So it could be something like that. Draw upon an experience in your life that felt easy. Educating, connecting with my kids. Beautiful. Yes. Love it. Thank you, Christine. Yep. Yeah, 5 hour coffee date. Eric always says, I landed the 10 I always wanted. I'm like, am I a 10? I guess to him I am. So just for fun. Yeah. So tell me, when did something feel easy in your life? There's a reason for this. We want to draw on experiences where things were in alignment for you. I'm going to turn this off, this sound. When things are in alignment, it's easy, it's effortless, right? We're creating effortless abundance when we align with our soul blueprint. So that's what we're going to be going over in these 4 days. Coaching people, seeing how they change makes me so aligned with my purpose, giving back. Ooh, being a channel for God. Yes. Happiness God has given me. Yeah, absolutely. So when we use our soul gifts, when there's no blocks in the way, and we have focus, speed, power, momentum, guess what happens? Unlocked. Queen unlocked on all levels. You'll say, yes, in my soul. Yes, Christine. Yes, yes, yes. That's what we want. So follow that feeling. When do you feel aligned? When do you feel most alive? Like, this is why I'm here. For me, it's speaking on stage. It's watching someone transform. Oh, yeah, here we go, Tara. I had a client yesterday. We had a great conversation. It flowed. Ooh, yes, 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 yes. Beautiful. And so much. I guarantee you're going to be getting more divine downloads and ideas as we go through this. So make sure you have a pen and paper or your computer because you're going to be getting a lot of divine downloads here. Okay. So keep drawing on those experiences because we want your subconscious mind to see that it's allowed to be easy. So often we complicate business, right? We're like, oh my God, like whatever the goal is, like losing weight or like growing your business, like, oh, it has to be this hard thing. We're drawing on these experiences to show your brain, your reticular activating system that scans the environment looking for evidence of our subconscious beliefs. We want to show your brain that it can be easy. And so write down as many examples as possible, right? Teaching my kids, recording interactive videos, and guiding families on their educational journey. Beautiful. Public speaking is hard. If I need to. Yeah. And let me tell you, Marlene, my first YouTube video sucked. Bad lighting. I lived in a crappy studio apartment in Brooklyn. The walls were pink. I'll show you. Maybe I'll drop it in the Facebook group because I think I still have it. It's a muscle. We have to keep working at showing up and shining because there's a lot, and that's more so day 3. We're going to be talking about power. There's a lot that dims our light. I always have here, Tara's going to know this because I give everybody in Pristine one of these. When we were born, we were brilliant, right? Like my little Lindsay, she's just like, hi, world, this is who I am. She's born with all her soul gifts, just like each and every one of us. But what happens is we start covering that light unconsciously. We learn that it's not safe to be ourselves because we get criticized, judged. We go through life, experiences happen. And so, really, the work that I'm helping you do here is revealing this beautiful diamond so we can get into soul alignment to be of service. That is why I'm here to help unlock more light workers, more healers to shine in your brilliance so you can create a domino effect of healing in the world. Like Christine, she's shaping young minds that they're going to grow up and they're going to be like, oh, remember Christine? Remember my teacher? I know I remember all my teachers. That's an impact. That is her soul blueprint. And so we want her to expand that brilliance without burning out, right? So again, that's day 3. So keep, keep that in mind for day 3. Okay. So now I want to talk about, now that we've kind of discussed that energy of ease, I want to go into what it means to be all in. And everybody's going to have a different definition of what that is. To me, being all in on my business is showing up and staying focused even when things are burning around me, whatever fires are going on, right? So I eliminate, automate, or delegate. That's actually in the book as well, my part of the chapter, in order to be able to balance those things, right? Because you're all moms, or most of you are moms, entrepreneurs. You also wear a lot of hats. So that's what we're talking about today, is how to stay focused. Because one of the biggest things that I see, we're going to talk about that misalignment, is, and one of my soul gifts is when I look at someone's energy, when I look at their business, I can see right away within 5 minutes. I go on their social media, I look on their website, and I'm like, something's not connecting, that's expressing the higher self that I see. So I see your higher self, I see the beauty, the essence of who you are. And I also see the gaps that exist strategically and energetically. So we're going to talk about some of those things today, but I want to hear what to you is all in. So it's staying focused. It's relying on other people. It's having that delegate, automate, eliminate, right? If something's not working for you or if something isn't feeling aligned, can you say, I politely decline? Or is that guilt that comes up, right? So these are all the very subtle pieces that lead to either a very strong foundation where you can scale to 10, 20, 30, 40K months, or there's energy leaks. So we want to build on that very strong foundation. I had a first client who was lost on her path to say no to medication, helped her on empowerment and finding it. That is such your zone of genius, Sujin, is empowerment. And when I didn't have much empowerment myself, beautiful. Yep. Make sure you collect those testimonials because that's huge for future business, right? So I want to tell a quick story about when I was not all in and what the difference is. Because in order to achieve any outcome, I don't care what the goal is, you need these four qualities of energy. You need the focus, speed, power, and momentum. So if it's a weight loss journey, if it's a business journey, if it's finding your soulmate, there are different things along the path to that goal where we get unfocused and our energy gets scattered, or we dip back into old patterns of unworthiness and we don't show up with the power and conviction and certainty that we need to draw in and connect with those clients that need our help. So there's these different things that I'm going to talk about. And so I want to share about my own experience, but I want you to think about, what does failing on focus? Yeah. Okay. So I want you to reword that, failing on focus, because there's a lot of black and white in your energy, right? The failing, succeeding, good, bad, black, white. What can you say that will that will allow some flexibility and spaciousness? So right now, you might be needing to just realign your focus. That's a way that you can start to rewire the way that you see, right? Because as perfectionists, it's like good, bad, pass, fail, perfect, failure, right? Perfectionism, shame sits right next to perfectionism. I think, I forget her name. That really famous author talked about that. I can't remember her name now. The one who did a podcast or TED talk on shame. You guys know who I'm talking about. Anyway, I want to tell you a story quickly about when I was right before, realign my focus. There you go. Right before I went all in on my business. And for the first 7 years of my business, I was very like wishy-washy. I had a lot of blocks. I didn't want to hire a coach because I had so much trauma about being independent, because I got kicked out of my house at 24, abandoned, estranged from my family, all of that. And so I had this armor that I always wore. And it was all of this is so unconscious until you do the inner work to reveal who you really are as a soul. And I realized that it wasn't working. All of those things, like the masks that I was wearing, how I was showing up to my business, I wasn't making I was making maybe $10,000 a year or less. I can probably pull the data for that, but from 2012 to about 2018, 19. And I had to go back to my retail job after I left my fiance. And I was just like, oh, I hate this. I hate feeling trapped. I hate the white coat. I just feel so trapped. And I knew that I was meant for more. And so I had to get out of my own way. So I hired a coach in 2019. I quit my pharmacy job. I did not have a rich husband or a trust fund or anything. I just went all in. And nothing, no comment, no, my dad called me stupid at the time. He's like, oh my God, you're stupid. How can you leave your, secure pharmacy job? Nothing was going to sway me off my path. And so it's that conviction energy that I want you to really anchor into within yourself. Certainty, conviction, confidence. Today we're talking about conviction, that you are so aligned with your mission that nothing is going to sway you off your path, right? We have to have flexibility, of course. Like when I first started writing Expanding Your Brilliance, I got a call from daycare, oh, Lindsay's sick. What did I do? I had my mother-in-law watch her. I got right back to it, right? So we can't get pulled off track. We have to know, okay, what is my support system? Where can I delegate, automate, eliminate? Politely decline and say no. I've had so many people asking me different things, as I was writing my chapter, like, hey, can you come to this party? Hey, can you do this thing? And I'm like, I'm going to politely decline. I wish I could. No, right? That people pleasing comes through. I still struggle with it, but I'm anchoring into my vision. My vision for the book, as an example, I almost like obsess over it. I'm like, I am doing this because it's so strong in my heart. And I don't care if, I've had different comments of like, oh my gosh, you're charging $1,000 to be in the anthology. That's unreasonable. Da 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 da. I don't care because I'm here to execute something. I am here to execute a mission that is on my heart. And so I want to hear for you, what tends to pull you off the path? What is that? Because that is where our energy gets scattered and we don't have the potency and power to focus on that target. I want you to think of this analogy. When you don't have focus, it's like being blindfolded and trying to throw a dart at a dartboard. You can't see because you're turning this way, you're turning that way, you're blindfolded. And so, where in your business right now, because we're going to do some coaching here, where do you find yourself getting off track? And I'm going to check my notes to make sure that I can, and I'll finish my story, make sure that I'm on track here. So what happened when I went all in on my business, I invested $18,000 in a coach, and then I attended retreats that year. I did the deeper inner healing work. I had another coach I worked with, and I was like, I'm all in. I am never going back to pharmacy again. I'm never wearing a white coat. No offense to anybody here, because I know some of you are still, actively practicing, but I just knew for my unique soul blueprint that I was never going to do that again. And I burned the boats and I just kept going. And that year I replaced my pharmacist income in 8 months. And every year after that, multiple six figures. Now, of course, again, this takes time, and you build and you allow yourself to receive help through people that have already been there, done that. And that was one of the biggest things that I had to get over, was my independent woman syndrome. Like, I loved control and I was like, I got this. I can figure it out. Nope. I did not have it. I had a lot of these energetic pieces and strategic pieces that were missing as well. Yeah. Trying to serve many instead of focusing on my ideal clients. I know I've realigned with my mission. Beautiful. So, Christine, what would it look like for you to be laser focused on your vision, on the weekly needle movers that you need to do every week to generate business or to expand, delegate more, and trust the process? Yeah. Yeah. I think everybody can safely say we've all got control patterns in some capacity. And it takes an element of trust to be able to delegate to different people, right? Because as type A perfectionists, we're like, I can do it myself, right? But there's only so much, you get capped out. There's only so much you can do by yourself. And so slowly integrating a virtual assistant or a support coach like I have, your business is eventually going to grow and scale organically as you add these different people in. And so I think it's really important to delegate, trust the process, right? Because we want to grip, we want to be like, you want to control all of this, right? Record educational videos, follow up, send weekly emails. Yep. A big thing that I want to highlight for you, Christine, and for all of us is connection. So how are you connecting with your audience? Are you creating? I think Tara does such a beautiful job of this. I'm going to highlight and brag on her. Tara is one of my pristine clients, and she hopped on a plane and came to the Release and Rise retreat like the day before. She's an official badass in my book. But she does this beautiful, she shows up so beautifully on social media that, and I see it so clearly. I'm all in, my business feels natural and easy. Got it. Yep. She is like kind of just invites you into her world. It's so beautiful. So go check out Tara Davis. She's commenting right now. Like she'll show, hey, I'm doing like an elderberry cocktail that I'm making, or hey, come do this pop-up event with me. And it's creating those different connection points intentionally that grows the relationship with people, that allows people into your world. Like we're growing a relationship right now. We're having coffee right now. Right? Cheers, whatever you're drinking right now. And so that's what we have to do in order to grow our business. It's truly about connection. And I was telling my husband the other day, I think that one of the biggest gifts you can give people is your presence, is your undivided focus and attention. So again, focus. And this comes down to your nervous system, which again, day 3, we're going to be talking about that. But how can you, and what feels in alignment for you to create these connection opportunities with people? So is it hosting a Facebook Live? Is it doing something like this, a 4-day event? And Christine to be my friend. Oh, I love it. I felt so overwhelmed. Yeah, yeah, I get it. I get it. So, Christine, it sounds like there's energy leaks in the foundation of your house, right? Your business. So, where can you, and I'm feeling like it's like to me, your energy is like you want to just soak up all of life, right? Like you're at the Justin Timberlake concert, you're here, you're there. And so, my question for you is how can you start to politely decline to different things in your life that, and I'm not saying give up Justin Timberlake, but feel in to your heart and ask yourself, is this moving the needle for my life, for my business? If not, I have to politely decline and get back into alignment. I'm scattered too. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty common. And it's okay. We're not going to shame ourselves. We're just going to look at it and say, okay, we're going to patch up some of these energy leaks and we're going to pour into ourselves so we can pour into other people. So identify for yourself. I'm kind of, like I said, going into day 3 here, but that's okay. So with this focus, what is your focus for 2020? Geez, I was about to say 2024, 2025. And that's how, yep. Still room for growth. Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you so much for engaging here, everybody. This is so awesome because that's how I can truly help you and be of service here. So what are your goals? Where are you have an income goal? If you're like, I don't know, let's set them now. What are some of the goals that you have? The big, bold, scary goals that you're afraid to say in public. Say them here with me, right? 10K months, whatever. Writing a book. Let me know. Let me into your world. We're all having coffee together. I want to see replace my pharmacist salary. Boom. 10K months. Yep. Love it. So, what is the embodiment of that person for you? How would you be dressing? How would you be moving throughout your days? What kind of conviction would you have to have in your mission? Ooh, I love that. That's juicy. 15-hour work weeks. Okay, Tara, what else would you be doing on the other the other hours? What else would you do for yourself to nourish yourself? Travel, play with your son, get a facial. I'm actually getting my teeth whitened. I'm going to try in February. So I'm just like revamp. Cycling. Ah, that's beautiful. Yep. Yeah. Tell me, what are your goals? Traveling. Yep. Let's make this real. This is like your vision board. We're just putting it out there. In the beginning, there was the word. We're speaking this out. It's one thing to think it, it's another thing to write it, it's another to speak it out. Cycle with my son. Oh my God. I can't wait till Lindsay's old enough to just, I'm going to like do everything. I don't know what we're going to do, but we're just going to do a lot. I was actually going over my notes with her today on our car ride to the, because I take her and Penny to daycare. I was like, okay, so this is what I'm talking about. And she's like, ah, 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 in the background. The coach, I have coach people for free. I'm not, yep, yep, I need to. Okay, yeah, that's definitely doable, Marlene. Yep. So I want you, Marlene, here's your first assignment for me. I want you to create a package, 3 sessions with you. I want you to put a price point on it, $497. What is the result that the person's getting? I don't know if you know how to work with Canva, but put it out there. Right? We want to really dial into the juicy, drool-worthy result that they're getting. Not what I see a lot is like very vague results, like you are going to feel more energy or let's transform your health. Let's really dial in to how is this person going to be transformed by your work? What are they going to be doing differently, showing up differently? Um, are they going to be waking up with more energy and not needing to drink Red Bull all day long? Let's really dial into painting the picture of those results. I talk about this a lot in Confident Client Attraction. Increase my impact, podcast downloads, da, 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 da. Yeah, beautiful. So, what is the embodiment, Christine? How do you have to show up as your queen, as your higher self, whatever you want to call it? How would that look? Right? Because it's one thing to have a New Year's resolution, it's another to feel and start thinking differently, which of course aligns into accelerating the path. I'm making a vision board on Saturday. Beautiful. I want you to post it in this group. Yeah, let's really get clear on the goal, the embodiment. And in the meantime, I want to describe a little bit about how misalignment shows up and how I see this. So, focus misalignment is, we already talked about this, so scattered energy. So, there's no you sitting down at your desk every week and having some kind of a weekly needle mover checklist that you have, or you kind of are looking this way instead of looking this way at your goal because something happened in your life and then you spiral out and don't come back to it. I guess interviews, life, and yep, beautiful, energetic videos. Let's dive deeper though. How would you be showing up? So energetic, but what would you have to be thinking and feeling about yourself in order to get to that? Those 10K months. Another way focus misalignment shows up is indecision, overthinking. I always talk about the idea to implementation gap, right? We have this great idea, but then we don't implement. And there's all of these things in between. Indecision, oh, what should I do? This, that, getting pulled off the path. And that creates that gap where we have all these really great ideas, but we never implement them because we're so in our own patterns of overthinking things and not just doing it. So as an example, whenever I started, I was like, oh, I'm going to do a Telegram for this, right? This aligned and abundant. Haha, that didn't work. Instead of spending hours on that tech and being like, oh my God, I have to figure this out, I let it go. Boom, created a Facebook group, went back to basics. I know what I'm doing. I could have wasted so much time on that, and I didn't. Do it messy. Exactly. So, where are you allowing yourself to get bogged down with tech and, oh, it has to be this way or else I failed? I don't care at this point. Like, I'm going to show up as myself and be of service. I don't care if it's on Telegram, if it's on Facebook, if it's in a newsletter. Having that level of conviction in my mission, I'm like, I'm doing this. I don't care what's getting in the way, right? So I want you to put that energy in and absorb this energy of nothing is going to pull you off your path. Okay, if plan A doesn't work, go to all the other plans. That's why I had you, I don't know if you guys watched it, but Holiday Baking Championship, they burn things, they have different things happen in the kitchen. And what do? They're like, I'm not quitting. I'm going to just pivot and do something else. And that's exactly what we need to do whenever we lose that focus. Okay, what are my other options? But when we're in that rigidity, that black and white thinking, the fight or flight or freeze nervous system response, we're like, oh my God, right? We freeze and then that's it. There's no other option because our prefrontal cortex is offline. So doing this nervous system work that I always talk about, pivoting, being able to come back to center, even when things don't work out, that is the key to sustained focus here. PQ cohort, yeah. Yeah, Sujin, you can share more about that. Home education expert, equipping parents with resources. Yep, I'm still not hearing though. Okay, I see. I understand what you're saying, the mindset. What about you? Okay, here you're an expert. What about confidence? How would you be moving? How would you be dressing or looking? Or tell me all the things. I'm really digging in with you, Christine. Okay, 4-day work week. Watch my first PQ cohort. Sorry. Yeah, you better start that Facebook group like yesterday, Sujan. Just pick it, right? Because if we're in indecision and we're like, oh, but it has to be perfect, pick it and go. Trust your intuition and go with it. Put the messy post out, start the Facebook group, delete the Telegram channel, whatever. It's fine. Misalignment. Also, what else do I have here? We talked about this too, trying to control everything yourself. And then your focus is here, 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 because when you stay, when you're dialed into your zone of genius and you're showing up and doing the things that you need to do to call in clients and cash flow, you don't have to do all the other things that aren't moving the needle, right? You can delegate that to a virtual assistant. You can be very strategic about it, right? Because if your energy is, oh, well, I have to do this and this and this, where is your focus not on the goal? So just giving you different ideas here where you can kind of say, oh, I want to tweak that. I want to pivot that. Okay. So keep updating me here. And I'm just going to go back to my notes. Okay. So we talked about the example. I love telling stories because I feel like stories give these concepts context, and the brain loves context to be able to really dive into and absorb the content here. Ironing out some SAD PQ team. No, just create it. Here's the thing. If you freeze whenever it comes to putting yourself out there or starting a Facebook group, you're getting caught in that overthinking, that perfectionism, which is very typical of being in freeze. I want you to just shake it out, shake out your hands. This is actually a nervous system technique. Positive intelligence, Marlene. It's PQ if you look it up. So just shaking out. If you're a perfectionist, just do this with me now. Shake out. You can stand, you can move. Freeze, think about when someone is frozen, there's no mobilizing energy for you to move forward, right? So this is what we're doing. We're mobilizing some energy in your nervous system. Do that for about 30 seconds. And I want you to think about if you freeze when it comes to choosing a name for a Facebook group or whatever it is, it's not that serious. You can always change it. It's not on your tombstone. If you hold yourself back, I knew somebody, there was actually a really good example of a story. This girl, huge perfectionist. I wrote my first book at the same time. She was already done with her book, and I was just starting mine when I went to Bali 10 years ago. And when I came back, I was like, okay, done, like publish. You guys know my energy. I'm like, boom, 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 done. Hi, Ashley's here. Yay. Hi. Um, and she had still not published because she was so afraid of what other people were going to say and criticism. And trust me, I'm not showing up perfect. I'm not here. I have, pimples sometimes or different things that show up. I don't care because I'm that committed to my vision to show up and shine, to be a beacon for God. So when you feel yourself going into those patterns, maybe you even say a mantra like, it's not that serious. It's okay. Like, I'm going to start, because if you never start, if you never make the offer, Marlene, you can't grow. So, where is the energy getting stuck for you in your business right now? As an example, here's another way that you can kind of pivot. And this is something that I teach, we're going to be learning actually in Pristine with Soulful Sales. So, we're going to be talking about upsells, downsells, all of that. So, I had a client that I really was so excited to work with one on one, and she was messaging me, DMing me, and she said, okay, like, what's the investment for, I think it was like one on one calls with me. And she's a Pristine client or actually, no, she was Confident Client Attraction at the time. It doesn't matter. And I said, okay, here's the price point. This is what you get. And she was like, oh, I really want to work with you, but it's just not in my budget right now. So here's two options. So if anybody's ever heard that objection before, let me know. Here are two ways, just two ways, right? There's always infinite ways we can handle something. A, oh, see, nothing ever works out for me. Oh man, all right, well, okay, guess it's a no, right? And we close the door, or we open up to the possibilities. How can I be of service to this person? How can I work with them? And do it in a way that is in alignment with where they're at right now. So, really listening to people, getting into their world, and then aligning to them. So, this is a totally different way that we're talking about alignment. So, I reached back out to her. I was like, hey, I really want to work with you. I have like certain people that I have my eye on. I'm like, I want to work with that person. And I said to her, hey, how about if we just do messenger support? And it was a downsell, right? So like she didn't want the one-on-one calls, which is more of my energy. So I said, I'm like, what about this? What if we do this package? And I gave her a different option in, right? Typically, if you're going that first path, you're leaving thousands of dollars on the table, right? When we learn how to soulfully sell and align with people, that was a $3,000 sale, right? And the missed opportunity of not seeing this amazing human being show up and shine in her world. She does incredible work in the world. Yep. Nobody visits my website because they have to connect with you first. No one's going to knock on your door and say, oh, I just found you online. I want to work with you. Right? They need to connect. If I was like, hey, Marlene, you need to hire, say that your roof was, leaking or something. You need to hire my cousin and it's $10,000. You're like, who the hell is your cousin? Right? But you need to connect with people first, create connection opportunities. What was helpful, Christine? I'm curious. Yeah, similar path as mine. Beautiful. Yeah, Sujin, go ahead. That's the beauty of these groups is you get to connect with each other. Love it. Okay. Christine, let me know what was helpful, which part of that. How can we create connection, which is what we're doing right now? It can be simple. It's allowed to be easy. How do you love to show up and connect with people? Everything is going to be in alignment with your unique soul blueprint. And by that, I mean your schedule, your personality, your like, how do you like to connect with people? Is it networking? Is it showing up on YouTube? Is it podcasting? You get to decide, right? I want you to open up the possibilities that exist for you. Maybe we'll do a quick nervous system exercise. I'm actually getting the hit to do that with you here. So typically when we're in fight, flight, freeze, shut down, typically we're in that hyper vigilant mode where our eyes are, we're ready to protect ourselves, whether we're going to fight back, we're going to run away from the threat. It's something called neuroception, that your brain is always unconsciously scanning the environment for safety or threats or danger. And of course, there's not a saber-toothed tiger, but we have to feel safe in order to open up. We have to feel safe in order to connect, right? So I need to learn how to connect with people. Beautiful. It's easy, right? You probably did it at the pharmacy all the time, giving her messenger support. Oh, versus one-on-one calls. Yeah, absolutely, Christine. So you can give people different options to work with you. And this is where you get to get creative. That was a divine download that dropped in. And I was like, oh, how can I still work with this person? Okay, we're going to do this instead, right? Pivoting, being able to pivot, even though something isn't working out, even with the no, even with the bullshit telegram, whatever. Pivot back to focus. Okay, so I was talking about the nervous system. So what we're going to do is you're going to start, I'll show you quickly what you're going to do. So you're going to start looking at the right side of the room, and you're going to slowly start to just scan your environment, because when your eyes are fixated forward on protecting yourself, you're in fight, flight, freeze, shutdown. And we want to move back into safety, connection, the social engagement center. So you're just going to slowly move from right to left, scanning your environment. And you might feel a deepening in your breath. Just noticing the colors, the textures of the room. Just feeling a sense of ease. And eventually you're going to get to the left side. You might feel a stretch in your neck. And then just coming back to center. And feeling what shifted for you. It can be that simple, right? Nervous system regulation. Because again, when you're focused on protecting yourself and you're in survival, your energy is tied up in survival. You're not focused on creation. You're not focused on critical thinking or strategic thinking in your business or coming up with solutions like the ones that I just shared. So in order to be focused, we have to marry the energy and the strategy. In order to have this prefrontal cortex online, thinking creatively, seeing the possibilities, seeing potential clients, having spaciousness in our energy without feeling overwhelmed and all of these other things, and right? People are attracted to a grounded energy because they know it's safe. They know that they can come into your world, that you're going to love on them, you're going to take care of them, operating with integrity, intention, and love. I always do this, the three frequencies. Ooh, reactions are now enabled. Ooh, that's nice. I just got some hearts. So let me know how that felt to you. And we're almost done here. So this was so much fun. You guys are awesome. And you have homework. So aside from the individual homework I gave you, it's going to be posted automatically in the Facebook group because I automated it, right? Delegate, automate, eliminate. Oh, another thing, one more quick story, because this is all about focus and holding the energy of conviction. So being a stand for somebody versus wishy-washy, oh, okay, it's a no. This is particularly related to sales. I had a client who wanted to rebook, I forget how many more months she wanted to work with a current client that she had. She wanted to rebook her for another package. And she talked to her. The client was like, oh, I don't know. I think I'm pretty good on my own. And I coached my client. I said, this is what I want you to say to her. And we worked on a soulful sales script, soulful sales strategy. And I said, I want you to be a stand for her transformation, like the bigness of who she came here to be. She implemented that, and the person signed up. They were like, you know what, you're right. I'm ready to continue on with you. Again, these are subtle things that if we're not implementing, we're missing out. We're missing out on impact. We're missing out on being a beacon of light and a channel for God, using our impact in a bigger way. And we're missing out on income and staying stuck wherever we are, right? You're awesome. Oh, Feels really good. I'm so glad. Look at this, beautiful, right? So everybody's going to get something different from this video. I want you to jot down, if you haven't already, what are you taking back into your business? And you can even write it in the chat here. If the alignment's off in your sales and your marketing and these misalignment pieces in your energy, we're gonna be throwing darts with that blindfold on. And we don't want that. We want to be fully aware, focused, flexible to pivot. So what are you taking away from today? I want to hear from you. What a great way to start my day. And your assignment is this. Where can you hold the energy of conviction? Bringing people to my, oh, you're so good at it too, Tara. Yes, Melissa Smith. Yay. Hello. Okay. So, homework assignment. Where can you hold the energy of conviction even when you're not seeing results? Even when there's fires going on around you, even when someone says no to you, even when you don't feel like it. So slow. Posted something on Facebook. Okay. It takes a long time. Until then, I have to hang out with my family, make calls. Okay. Marlene, what I'm hearing for you, you have to have boundaries and a schedule. When are you working? When are you not working? Like I take Facebook off my phone at 4 o'clock every day so that I can be present with my family. If you don't have boundaries, it's like having a leaky bucket, right? So when are you working? You get to decide the boundaries and standards of your business. Hi, Tanya. Showing up more authentically. What would that look like? Let's really peel back the layers of that, Christine. Showing up more authentically. What would you be vulnerable about? I'm curious, right? How do you connect? Because if we have these shields around our heart, people can't connect with us. That's why I show, if you guys go on my Instagram, I'm like, I was making lasagna. I had no makeup on. My hair was in a messy ass bun. There's a reason why I do that, because I want you to see what it looks like in my world. What are some of the things that I do, right? It makes me more relatable. So what is it, Christine? Um, and Marlene, I think for you, boundaries. Decide when you're working, right? Yes. Beautiful. Okay. Any other questions, comments? Yeah. Ooh. I want to see. I want to see a messy post. Mm, I feel a Rihanna vibe for you. Like put on some Rihanna music and just do it messy. Love it. Tanya, I want to hear from you too. Soulful connection with clients. Yes, Melissa. Yeah, you got it. You will see. Beautiful. So let me know. Okay, before we close out, let me know, what were your biggest takeaways from today? Charge for the worth of my services. Yeah, just start. Just go put a post out and say, hey, this is the package I'm putting out there. This is for the person who wants 3 bullet points of a result. Here it is. Start messy. Beautiful. Yeah, you're getting a lot of love on that one, Marlene. Love it. So Melissa, what are you charging? What is your package that you're going to be putting out? Work on my schedule. Yep. Yeah, and I want to hear from you. You can post right in the comments of this video. Let me know your unique homework, and then there's going to be a post for the homework. Just jumping in a few minutes. I'm going to rewatch live later. Yep. Yeah, it was a really good one. I really appreciate everybody's openness here and how you are all just really diving right in. Get content out there and serve my audience. Been in business for a long time. Just need to really start really diving in deeply to the marketing aspects. You're in the right place. So rewatch too. I'm in and out at work. Oh my gosh, Ashley, I didn't realize you were working. Ashley, you're my rock star. I just love you. You're absolutely amazing. All of you. I see all of you. I'm just going to acknowledge each and every one of you. Ashley, Melissa, Christine, Tanya, Marlene, Tara was on, Sujin. I think that was everybody. Ashley. And then you guys get to see me twice. Those of you who are on in the book, you get to see me twice today. Yeah, I was gonna say, what about me? Yes, I didn't. I think I said Marlene. Sorry, sorry if I didn't. You're here. Of course you're here. You've been the most interactive. Yes, beautiful. Okay, so that is your homework. It's gonna post in the Facebook group. Everybody else who's watching the replay, oh, perfect, good. Everybody else who's watching the replay, pretend like you're watching and interacting with me live. I want to hear from you. I want to be of service to you during this 4 days. It's really more than 4 days. I think it's like till the 9th. This is actually a really powerful portal from January 1st to the 11th. I posted about this on my Instagram stories, but I think it's some powerful energy vortex. So of course, like we're doing this energy work together here and dialing up your magnetism so that when you go to throw that dart and you have a goal in mind for your business, you are going to hit that target this year. Please tell me again about the homework. Okay, so Marlene, you had specific things that you're working on, right? Boundaries, specific things I gave to you. The homework is going to be posted in the Facebook group. You'll see a little Canva image. So everything's going to be there for you. So it was something about conviction. Like, where can you hold the energy of conviction in your business, even when you're not seeing results? I feel it. Let's go. Oh, Christine. Christine, I feel like you need like a pom pom. I love it. Okay, well, I will see you on actually a lot of you today in like an hour. And then the rest of you, I think the next call that we have is Monday. I don't know the time. It's either 10 or 12, but I will see you on Monday. And in the meantime, let's go. Yes, let's get the energy moving. So, so nice. Connect with each other. I love the energy in this group. And I will see you on Monday. All right. Bye.